This is going to start a new episode on how to keep birds out of your barn. Now, they get in here somehow, but I just think they just might be coming in when the windows are up. Well, windows are open, doors up, I don't know. But Sean told me that if you put some monofilament line at the doors up high, they won't come in. And see, I've got all these self-drilling screws. I think that's exactly what I need right there. I don't have to get any of them, do I? I don't know. Whatever I need to back those up with, I will. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to each upper outside corner of each garage door and sink these in almost all the way, leaving a turn or two. And since I grew up on water, I got all. I didn't fish much. I didn't like it. Just go buy fishing, sit out there in the sun. I got tons of monofilament line. A 25-pound test. I probably use this a Zipco 202, and I got this 14-pound test, which isn't probably thick enough. I got this. I got miles of this stuff, and maybe the color stuff's good. They might see that, but Sean says once they see that stuff or get tangled, ooh, I put that right on. They will stay away. This is a wheel cylinder. Brake wheel cylinder for old Daff here, who's got her own series of videos involving having nowhere to bolt that. So anyway, I'm working on it. So yeah, we'll do that. It's raining right now. I just this morning woke up to a bird flying into my front glass storm door. Oh, how sad! I heard it hit, and then I heard the poor thing thud on the ground. I know the project, so it expired. Very, very tragic. I hate it when they do that. I've had glass storm doors, all my life, and it happens every now and then. But yeah, that was a terrible way to wake up. But I'm gonna try to keep them from coming in here, because I can tell you now. I'm an eclectic fellow. That's what they tell me. Almost anything can happen here. So what they do is they come in and they get on them rafters and they mess up my cars. And that's not the most tragic part, but it's not nice. So I put those up. That's the big attic. And they still want to go up there. And they get in and they want to stay up at that part. But I put those clear plastic streamers to the back part of the attic. But before I did that, there's 3 windows up there, and they just wouldn't leave there. They just will not leave that area, no matter what I do. They just will go out and come. When I put the strips up, I had to seal up the sides of the barn frames to keep them from going around the sides. Just this little gap like this big. I just heard him. There's a bird in here now. I don't know. It's over here somewhere. I just heard it over here screaming. So now I gotta open the. There he is. I just saw him. Did you see him? You'll see him in a second. Damn. Just talking about this. He's back there. I can tell you. See, now he's behind the stove. Did you hear him? Hear the flutter? Okay, when I move this, he'll go. Come on. I know you're in there. Come on. Well, maybe it's on CamBot. Maybe it's not. He's in there. Well, let's open the back door. Maybe he'll get out. I don't know. It's just, this has got to stop. I'm going to leave the camera on. Maybe you'll hear him screaming. Everything that moves now. I ain't heard from Sean in a long time. Come on, bird. Come on. Well, he's back there scared to pieces, and I don't blame him. Leave him alone. At least he's got an out now. I'll leave this door open too. So, dadgummit, just talking about it. I hope he makes it. Birds eating like a bird's an insult because they eat all the time. So I guess he's starving. Hope he makes it out. I can't do any more than I try to do. Well, did you hear? Hear it? Okay, well, I'm not gonna open any more doors because then they think it's a grand opening for him or something. Yeah, he's over there screaming. Wanting me to go, I guess. Okay, I go. So I'm sure that many of you would like to know how to tie the Mayberry Omniflex monofilament line knot. Now, a lot of people wonder, how do you tie a knot in this stuff? Well, I grew up on water, and so I know how to tie lots of knots, and I was a Boy Scout and all that other stuff. So everything has its place, but that's pretty heavy stuff. That's 25 pound. A lot of times you'll see this stuff in the teens, sometimes as low as 7 pounds. I don't, for various fishing things. So this is how you do it. And it's more of a slip than it is a knot. So here you go. So you go around the target, and 3 is the number ye shall count, not 2, unless of course proceeding to 3. Get you enough line there. See that? Okay. And you go 1, 2, 3, and then you go under the rabbit hole, through the rabbit hole, and then you end up with this. Can you see that? So once you're under, you go up through the back rabbit hole, see? And then you end up with what looks like that. And then all you do, it doesn't matter where it is on the little thing, but it's easier to see there. So I think I've got all this in frame. I'm trying to do this offside it. And then when you pull this tight, you pull on both ends, not more than 25 pounds, of course. And there you go. There you have it. And that's all there is to this. So when you get your razor knife, or a razor blade, oh, there's my little razor knife. I've had this since I was 5 years old. And you can just cut this off right there, and she'll stay. I mean, you can pull on that till it breaks. But it's more of a tightening sort of catches itself sort of a knot. And that thing's on there, baby dolls. So that's the Mayberry monofilament line knot, straight from Mayberry. Okay, and then it just cuts that easy. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Very simple. Got a couple of rabbit holes. Got to like that too. So let's go out there and get after them birds, or get the birds to take care of themselves and not die in my barn. I wonder if that's bad luck for the doggy there being under the ladder. So what we've got are these self-tapping screws. God, it's cold out here. And I'm going to put them up there high, and I'm going to wrap this monofilament side to side. So I got two things here. I love this thing. This is what I'm going to use on the. I started taking. This is what I'm going to use to do the stained glass in the bathroom here later today, I hope. So anyway, let's put those up there. And I can't show you the results because I don't know. I mean, the results will be hopefully no birds in there. So the trick here is, get it high enough to keep the birds out and low enough so you don't knock it off with the roll bar on your tractor, So we'll see how it works. The other thing it'll be, I won't have to close the doors all the time to try to keep the birds out. So I'm going to do all 5 of my doors, and I'm going to do all 5 of my doors, and I'm going to do the man door. But I'm just going to do this one, and I'll just show you one, and your results may vary. I don't know, but I'm tired of. I just told Mick a minute ago, I bet you I've pulled 100 dead birds out of this barn since I've had it. And an ex-parakeet, breath of life, they are no more. So, and that just, it's sad, and it's not pleasant, and certainly not for the birds going in there and starving to death. So I'm trying my best to put an end to that. So I hope this works. So I'm going to do I showed you the mayberry knot in the house because it's too hard to do it up on the ladder. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to tie it off. You know, you will see. I'm going to put 2 on each side and sort of stagger them a little bit. We'll hope that works. Okay, I wanted to give you a little bit of an action shot here. So I'm trying not to go up too many rungs on this ladder. So get them about that tight. Don't need a lot of room for a monofilament line. So that's one down. That's the very first one, and you'll see it here in a minute. But it's always good to show a little action. Lights, camera, action! Okay, I got it knotted up there, and I'm going to pull it tight here. Okay, see that? And then we've got this going here. It's hard to do this one-handed, but the life of a YouTuber, huh? And then we got this going here, and then we just simply run it there, and then that ought to do it. And then we're going to 2 on each side, and I'm going to need both hands to tie it off. But you get the gist of this now, huh? Okay. So that does it. I tied that off. You wrap it around the screw 4 or 5 times, and then you do your mayberry knot, and then you do it a couple of more times. Leave the tail hanging down like that, so it gives them a little chance to see it. I got a little tail on that one. It's off on the, can't see it, but that's it. And I hope that does it. Very simple, very cheap, and I hope I saved bird life. So give me a wings up, okay? And subscribe, and we'll see what else we can do. So just imagine this done around the place, and that's going to be long enough on this. I'm going to post this right now so Mick can see it. So be sure and share this with anybody that has a structure where birds are getting in. I think this will work. These self-tapping screws are great. If you're looking up, don't get the shards in your eyes, okay? You can get these at almost any box store. So I don't know if you can get that about anywhere. And there's your self-tapper. And this literally, without filming it, I probably could have done this in less than 5 minutes. So per door. It doesn't take very long. Okay, talk to you on the next one. Got an axle, got some stained glass to do. What fun. I'm going to finish this out today. I'm going to go post this video, and then I'm going to finish this up and get this off. This is going to be off the checklist. So, all right. No more ex-poly parrots, I hope. The only thing I can do is wait if I find another bird in the barn. Now, there's a caveat to this. I didn't live here for a long time. This barn's been here a long time. And birds somehow do get in the barn, because I would come here after not coming up here for a month, and I would find a bird in there dead, or several of them. So they do get in some other way. But all I can do is what I can do. And I've had, this is a Morton barn, and I had him come out a couple of times. Do I hear a bird in there already? I think there's a bird in there. It's that same bird. God almighty, this just is so sad. And he's in there. Yeah, he's in there. Yep, he's in here. Well, let me open the back door, give him a chance to get out. I guess I'll open all the doors. God, it's just heartbreaking. There are 2 different birds in here. Okay. All right, well, I've opened the back door and I've opened this door. Maybe they'll discover this and they'll go away. But I've checked every bit of this screening up here. I've had the man come out and check it, and I don't know how they're getting in, but it's going to have to stop. So anyway, wish me luck, and we'll see you on the next one doing something else. That's the end of this. So anyway, all right. I realized pretty quickly that showing you with a monofilament line how to tie these knots is not the best way. So I'm going to use this very elucidating material here. I'm going to try and use my antenna on my car here. So just pretend this is monofilament line. Let me make sure I'm in frame because I wasn't before, but I'm going to leave that on there. So you can go under or over, it doesn't matter. Let's go over. 1, 2, 3, okay? And then when you do the 3, you leave it down like that. You go around the tree in the rabbit hole, and then you go to the back rabbit hole and you come up through that one, and then this is what the monofilament does, and that does it right there. Now you can't use traditional knots on monofilament line, and the reason I use my antenna here is so I can take this off and sort of show you, because of course it tapers upward. See, comes right off, and then you end up with that kind of action there. And that, even when you try to, once it's tight, I mean, it's just a slip knot, but it's a little bit more of a, it's like when you tie a ribbon, if you tie the first part twice, like you tie your shoelace, it'll stay tight because you just got so much stuff there that it just makes it that way. Now I have another idea too that I'm going to employ, because I got tons of this stuff. So I want you to see what you think of this. Maybe this will help too. Give us a good clear visual. There's where I just hung that monofilament. All right, so when I got this string out, see, I got some of it here, and I'm cutting little pieces off. I did this, made some streamers there. Maybe that high visual will keep them out of here, and you can drive over those and just grace over your thing. So what I'm going to do later today, and I'm probably going to build a fire in here. I just saw it over there. Dadgummum. I'm sick of this. You guys go. So that settles it. So what I'm going to do later, and I'm not going to show this, is I'm going to get that metal can right there, or something like that. That's about the only metal can I got. I don't really want to destroy that because it's kind of pretty. But I'm going to build a fire in here. I'm going to start this tractor up and let it run for an hour or something. I'm going to make this place noxious as hell and try to get these things out of here. That's all I can think to do. There's my new Royal Purple oil, because I do a lot of oil changing here. Okay, so I just saw it back there. So maybe that'll be part of what runs them off forever. And Mick, when you come up, you got yourself a chainsaw and you got yourself an air compressor. And I got your tools here, and old compression checker, you can probably use it, and your Milwaukee tools have been here so long they're dirty. And there's your John Deere wrench. So come on up here and we'll put this up on the gantry, get it on the back of the Titan, and you'll have all your stuff. So, all right, everything looks secure. Okay, that's it. This is really it this time. I think that'll do. So hopefully they'll go.